You're telling me that because look, someone sets $10 billion in front of you, like cold hard cash, like you could actually see $10 billion. First of all, that's insane. That's an insane amount of money.
I highly doubt you can set it all right there.
It'd probably $10 billion would probably fill this house, like the downstairs. So someone sets $10 billion in front of you and says, "You don't have to have sex. Just sit on a dick for 30 seconds." Sit on a dick for 30 seconds, and all of this $10 billion is yours.
I don't know what I would do.
You would do it.
I
on.
would be questioning.
You would question it, but you would do it.
I don't know.
I know how you, but listen, that money would set you for life. You could do whatever you wanted. You could invest in whatever you wanted. You could have any business you ever wanted.
Is it taxed?
It's tax, like you've already paid taxes. So it's $10 billion, taxes already paid.
Tax-free.
Yeah, tax-free $10 billion. So it started out as like $16 billion and then got taken down to 10.
How dare you take my $6 billion?
No, okay, so $10 billion and you got to sit on a dick for 30 seconds. You're taking that deal.
I don't know.
Seriously?
I don't.
Like, you don't have to have sex. Like that's the whole caveat.
Once you stick it in, it's having sex.
Yeah, but it's
so
like,
you can't say
it's like
you
the
can't
motion.
say it's not
I mean,
having sex.
I guess, but it's like the motion of the ocean. You know what I mean? If he starts moving, that's a different story.
I'd have a handgun waiting.
It'd be like, I swear to God, if you move, I'm gonna kill you. I'm doing this because I want this money.
You twitch, I shoot.
Right. So it's like you just sit on it, 30 seconds, get off, money's yours. I'm sorry, I would do it.
I would be hesitant.
But you're not saying no.
I'm not saying no, but I would be hesitant. Very hesitant.
Which means that the answer is never a no with Blake for sitting on a dick. You just got to have $10 billion tax-free money. And he will do it.
You're going to have to show me the $10 million, put it in my bank account.
Oh, it's 10 million now?
Billion.
No, it's cash. That's what I'm saying. It's cash. You see it. You can have it. It's in your house.
Watch, and then the next day they hire somebody to rob me.
That would suck. No, as soon as you get it, though, you just go to a bank and be like, I'd like to make a deposit.
They go, oh, okay, how much? $10 billion. They're like, what? Yeah, like some mini-me guy. He's like, he's right.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No, seriously, though. $10 billion. Jeff Bezos, this man right here, he'll do it. $10 billion.
Maybe.
All right, there's no question. But the good question is, what's the minimum amount of money? $10 billion. I don't know.
You hit the minimum.
Dude, money changes the way you think about things. Like, if someone, like, money really, like, it has a really crazy effect.
It can have a crazy effect in a good way, in
True.
a bad way.
True. We'll get into that in just a second. We'll continue this conversation. Welcome back to the PM Podcast. I'm Aaron. This is Blake.
How you doing?
Today we're going to be talking about dad jokes. We had a segment this week on dad jokes, and we figured we'd dive into it a little bit more, talk about it, have some fun. If you witnessed this 2 minutes of random conversation, we're not going to give you any context, so have fun with that. But we're going to go back to how money affects you. So no, I mean, I think money will really affect how you view things and the decisions you make. I firmly believe that.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody does.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody makes choices about when it comes to money.
Right.
It's like you make choices every single day where you live, I would say how you raise your kids, but
Of course.
I mean, like, I could go on like a 10, 20, maybe even 30-minute rant on just how money can be such a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing put in the wrong hands.
True. Oh, yeah. That's the case with a lot of things, not just money.
I mean, because you could be money hungry without having the love of money.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in the sense of like if you're striving to make more money, what is it that you're going to do with it afterwards?
Right.
Right? It's like, are you going to be selfish and spend it all on yourself? Or maybe, I mean, yeah, maybe family members here and there, but who are you? I don't know. Who would you be? Oh my gosh, who would you be blessing in the meantime?
Yeah, true.
Right? Who would you be giving back to?
Yeah.
Because money can do a lot of things. It can give you a lot more time.
Well, I think it's just very, money can be very influential.
Yep.
So it's like you know you have a plan for your life, and money can really change the way you've had your life planned out. You know what I mean? Like you thought you were going to do something one way, and then like I've done a lot of times where I've had an opportunity come up where they've offered this or that, and it was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. Hell, let's talk a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends. I mean, not everybody has a number, and there's multiple situations and all that, but money can definitely change your perception. That's what I was looking for. Your perception on things and how you make your decisions.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I know quite a few people that say, hey, you know, it's a buffet wherever you go. Are you just willing to pay for it?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like it's not. Whereas I would say more the middle class, you know, some wealthier people as well, but more the middle class, you know, it's like they think of, hey, I'm going to go to the restaurant, I order one meal.
Right.
For someone who is wealthy enough, their mindset could be, well, I'm going to order this. If I want to, I could just order some more.
Right.
Others are like, well, that wasn't completely satisfying, but that's fine.
Right. They're just more content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have a lot more freedom. Money
provides freedom.
Money can provide a lot of freedom for you.
Yeah. And that's why it's like they say like my grandma actually watches this, but so like she would always say like money doesn't buy happiness, which I don't think money in itself buys happiness, but money gives you the ability to find happiness.
Let's just say a lot of problems can be solved by writing a check.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about all the different problems you have right now that can be solved by a check.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's not pulling your hair out anymore. Mm-mm. You can now spend more time with your family or whatever it is that you do.
Yeah.
Money can solve that.
Absolutely.
But when they say money can't buy happiness, I would agree with that because you need to use it properly.
Well, yeah, and I think what that means by happiness, like if money doesn't buy making you happy. Like money, you have to find happiness by doing things, finding something that you're passionate about. But guess what can help you find those things that you're passionate about? Money.
Exactly.
You want to go skydiving? Can't afford it? With money, you can. You want to go on a 3-week hike through the rainforest? Can't do that on a McDonald's salary.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Money can help you do that. You want to go take 2 weeks and go to walk a trail through Europe or backpack across Europe. You can't just do that. Money can help you do that.
Yeah, you got to save for it even to do that.
Yeah, so it's like money can help you find happiness. I don't think money in and of itself can supply happiness, but money can facilitate happiness. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you could have all the money in the world and still be unhappy.
Oh, absolutely.
It really, again,
depends on how you use it.
Exactly.
Money can facilitate your happiness. Money in itself isn't happiness.
Well, and people want to argue all the time, and I'm not going to try to bring the Bible up quite a bit.
Sure.
Okay. But in this sense, they talk about how people want to try to misconstrued, if I'm using that right. Misconstrue. Okay. Some of the Bible verses that talk about money. Mm-hmm. They say, hey, it's like, if you praise money, you're sinning, right? You're going to hell.
Right.
No, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. Right. It's not money is the root of all evil.
Right. It's the love of money.
If you praise money, which most people today don't even realize that they do that.
Yeah.
Why? Because every single day, if they do not go to their job, they get fired.
Yeah.
Right. So they choose their job over things that truly matter.
Being greedy and spiteful and selfish with money and stuff like that. That's what a lot of evils come from that. But if you have a lot of money and you're flush with cash, for lack of a better term, you're don't really have a lot of worries.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but like I said, you have to work hard for it. You're gonna have those moments where it's like, ugh.
Yes.
Don't know if I'm gonna make it, and then it's like a climb. It's like you're climbing a mountain, and you're gonna get to the top of the peak and realize there's a bigger mountain.
Yep. but you got to be true with yourself that it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
You just gotta keep
no
going.
matter what it is you do in life.
Absolutely, I could not agree with you more. Let me see here.
What are you doing?
Looking up the advertisement. Okay. See here.
I know exactly what that is. Next time on the podcast.
I'll be right back with these short. Please enjoy these short messages. Anyway, so we're gonna. We can go on about this forever. So we're gonna go into our actual segment, which is talking about dad bods. No, I'm kidding. We're talking about dad jokes.
I'm already halfway there.
Boom. Just need the kid. It's all right. But first, we'd like to tell you that the PM podcast is supported by Circle City Tint. Ever have that fishbowl effect where you feel like everyone is just staring into your car? Well, tint your car. Circle City Tint sticks it where the sun shines and provides you with a high-quality tint at a low-quality price. Whoops. But first, we'd like to tell you that the PM podcast is supported by Circle City Tint. Ever have that fishbowl effect where you feel like everyone is just staring into your car? Well, tint your car. Circle City sticks it where the sun shines and provides you with a high-quality tint at a low price. Just go to pottymouthshow.com/CCT and download the promo code PottyMouth to receive 10% off your first order of $150 or more. If you want to reach out to them and schedule an appointment or get something set up to go in and get your windows tinted, feel free to give them a call at 317-788-8468 or go to their website, circlecitytent.com. We all hate those freezing winters and blistering summers. At Circle City Tent, they give you the ability to make your car an oasis no matter the weather outside with their top-of-the-line remote starts. Starting at just $249 and a lifetime warranty included, these remote starts will get your car to the perfect temperature and make you a happy camper whether it's cold or hot. 2 locations here in Indy, one in Castleton and the other on East Washington. For more information about pricing and scheduling and everything they have to offer, go to circlecitytent.com or just call 317-788-8468. That's 317-788-8468. Now back to the PM podcast.
It's still crazy to me that it's a lifetime warranty.
It's awesome. They actually do have a lot of good deals and a lot of fair pricing. They're probably the best in the city, to be honest.
I love lifetime warranties.
They're so, and it's it's worth it, especially if you need it. Anyway, go check them out. So, dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Can't go wrong with them.
Oh no.
I love dad jokes.
I absolutely love dad jokes.
I think they used to be something that, like, every kid was like, oh, that's so stupid, and then now it's kind of become a mainstream thing, kind of.
Yeah.
It's really kind of taken off into its own lane. It's kind of found its own lane, really. It's kind of like, curved its own path in pop culture. So it's interesting to see that dad jokes are kind of making a resurgence, if you will.
Do you know any dad jokes?
Oh, no, not really.
I always do the one-liners.
Which ones?
I mean, granted, it's like most of the time I just figure it out on the spot. It just comes to me right then and there. Uh-huh. But apparently, I'm notorious for dad jokes.
Give me a few.
I don't know right off the hand. It's when stuff happens.
Oh, it's just like...
In the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not that cool.
Okay. How about this? We'll just read some dad jokes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. right. So these dad jokes were submitted by you guys, and we are going to read them. All right. The last hurrah gave us a dad joke that says, "How do you make holy water?"
I don't know.
You boil the hell out of it.
So stupid, but so funny.
I bought some Glowworm commented, "I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day." Molly Talmage commented, did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
I'm gonna have to steal that one with the shoes.
Ivan Galarga commented, "If a child refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest?"
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That is a good one.
All right, number 8. The Secret Service isn't allowed to The Secret Service isn't allowed to yell "get down" anymore when the president is about to be attacked. Now they have to yell, "Donald Duck!"
I was waiting for that. I was like, there's got to be something.
That was by Alexis Nobuyuki.
Nobu.
Alrighty. Ivan Garlaga again. "I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down." That was good. Rebecca sent in, "What is the least spoken language in the world?"
The least spoken?
The least spoken language in the world.
I don't know.
Sign language. Mr. Scooter commented, "My daughter screeched, 'Dad, you have to listen to one word you haven't listened to one word I've said, have you?' What a strange way to start a conversation with me." I don't get that one. My dad screeched, "Dad, you haven't listened to a single word I've said, have you?" And he said, "What a strange way to start a conversation."
I guess that's just saying that he didn't know that they were
I don't
having
like
a
that. I don't like that
conversation.
one. That one's not good. Okay. Dion Lilly commented, "A slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas."
Okay.
These are the pirates of the Caribbean. Jillville commented, "My wife tried to unlatch our daughter's car seat with one hand and said, 'How do one-armed mothers do it?' Without missing a beat, I replied, 'Single-handedly.'" Dion Lilly again. When my dad drives past a graveyard, did you know that's a popular cemetery? Yep, people are just dying to get in there. That's a classic.
That is a classic.
That is a classic dad joke. You want to hear a dad joke that I know?
Yep.
That's like a dad joke that I grew up with that my dad told me.
Okay.
So this lady at the gas station, right? And she gets out to pump her car with gas. And so she didn't realize that when she put the pump in the car, some gasoline got on her sleeve. Okay? And so she walked around the car away from the pump and started to light a cigarette. And she lit a cigarette and her coat caught on fire on her sleeves. And so a police officer was driving by and he sees this going on and pulls her over, gets out and pulls his gun on her and says, "Ma'am, I have to place you under arrest." And she goes, "Why? And he goes, "For waving a firearm."
What the crap? For waving a firearm.
Yeah. Dad jokes are great, man.
I love them.
Oh, they're so good. But
so hold on before you go into that.
Yep, go ahead.
So that last dad joke with the
dying to get in there thing.
no, the one before that with the single mom or single arm mom.
Single-handedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those kind of zingers is what I do.
You like those? You do those a lot. Even off camera, I've noticed you have like little zingers. I'm gonna touch this mic. I know it's gonna be really loud, but I have to move it a little bit. But yeah, man, I kind of can't wait to tell my kids dad jokes because I know they're gonna hate me for it. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Dad!" It's like, sorry.
Okay, that's right.
That's right.
Best recognize.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm trying to be a dad. I'm working on it.
I am not.
Yeah, I know you're not.
I am not trying to be a dad.
I am working on it. We are in the process. Process is happening. Practice is happening.
Hi-yo.
Practice makes perfect, baby.
That's right. Air 5.
I mean, it's true. Practice is the best part.
Yeah. You don't want to
Go ahead, say it.
say it's like,
Just say it. Say exactly what you're thinking right now with no filter.
it's like you don't want to practice perfect just yet. You want to ease into it and just keep practicing for a while.
Get some plays down, get your positioning right,
Yeah.
make sure you're moving properly.
You got to try new things as you're doing it, right?
Right.
Some trick plays,
Go into the back door.
some alley-oops.
Gotta always yell 4.
Maybe.
Hike.
Pretty much.
Do some thrusts, some lunges. Get your stretch game out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to always stretch before the big game, guys.
Got to get limber.
You got to stretch before the big. I will tell you what. If you're stretching before, if you don't stretch before the big game, you're gonna cramp up in the middle of the huddle. You're gonna be bent over, exhausted, thrusting, and if you're not stretched out, man, you can get a cramp.
You also got to jog a little bit, get a sweat going.
Yeah, get a sweat going. It's always good for the stamina, and
Well, you got to get the muscles warm. Get all that going.
Yep, you just gotta be hard on it.
There's a lot that goes into it.
You gotta be hard on it.
Yeah.
You gotta really keep your game on.
And you got to be consistent.
Consistency is key, man.
You can't be spotty with this.
No, you cannot be spotty at all. You gotta, because everyone hates when you come out just a little too far on the corner, and then you get jammed up. Oof.
It's not good.
Does not feel good. You
Not
can really
good at all.
you can get injured and put out for the season.
Yeah.
And if you get put out for the season, man,
You don't want to be on the blue team.
you don't want to be on the blue team. The blue team, they practice with blue balls, and the blue balls are just deflated, man. They're
don't want
sad.
you don't want the blue jerseys.
No.
You got to stay away from the blue.
You got to be right there in the pink. The pink jersey team
Against the white,
against the white. In our case,
the home team.
the home team. In our
time.
case, not every case. There is the black team, and that's great. I'm a little jealous because they're always bigger than us, but that's okay. It's like when you go to white teams, like they're pretty well built guys. They're nice. They're relatively tall. Then you go to the black team and they're like some steroided motherfuckers, like just like burn. You know what I mean? It's like
All we can do is box out and maybe hit out their knees or something.
maybe, but even then you're gonna get hit in the face with something. And that's just not. It's like a log coming down at you and knock you out. But no, you got to keep. Are we talking about sex still? Are we going into like a full sports report?
Take out the knees.
Take out the knees. That's what my grandpa always said in World War II. He said a dad joke when he was in World War II.
Seriously.
Yeah, he would always tell his fellow comrades. He'd be like, comrades. He's not Russian. He'd tell his fellow
comrades.
He would tell his fellow soldiers, platoon mates and whatever. He'd go, yeah, just shoot them in the knees. They lay down their arms. I'm like, wow, yep, there's a dad joke for you. He had some weird stuff. Just shoot them in the knees. They'll lay down their arms. Oh man, that's a good one. I'm surprised you found that just that as funny as you did.
I'm imagining it.
Shooting him in the knees and just like, we're done.
See, told you. What?
He's like, no, they won't lay down their arms. Like, yeah, they will.
See?
I told you. He still has his gun. That's not what I meant.
His arms are down.
Oh my god. Easy to finish him off that way. That got dark. Anyway, oh, my jaw is hurting. Not from the black team, but oh my god. Oh man. This took a turn. This took a really Oh god. Oh man. I can't.
Was it multiple black teams?
You know, we don't. They were on a train on the way here, and it just didn't work out. I don't know what happened, but apparently there was some cockfights going on in the back. They were betting. It didn't turn out that way. But you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you bet too much on one cock, and the other one doesn't want to fight, and it turns into a thing.
It just doesn't work out so well.
You know, yeah, they weren't limber enough.
My sides hurt. I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Oh man, I know. I'm trying to like look. I'm gonna like cough away and like laugh away. Oh my gosh. Oh.
The people in the back are trying not to laugh.
Yeah, dude. They're like, they're trying so hard not to laugh. Jeez, this is hilarious.
And we just carried on with that for quite a while too.
For most of the podcast. I'm pretty sure there was 5 minutes of if someone walked in on the back end of a podcast, they were just talking about sports. Who's this black team? Can I meet them?
Why are they talking about cockfights?
You know what I did hear, though? In all seriousness, what I did hear is that the black team's recruiting process, once you go black, you never go back. Apparently.
So they say, try me.
So like, try me. It never hurts. Well,
oh, yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it does. We don't have to experience that.
No.
Yeah, that's for the cheerleader.
Unless it's for $10 billion.
That is correct. Unless it is for $10 billion sitting in this room, then was the... All right, we've come full circle. That is perfect way to end this podcast. That is it for this episode of the PM Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify, or you can watch it here on YouTube. If you guys are watching this stupid insanity unfold on YouTube, please like this video so we can keep bringing you fun and silly goofy content like this. With that being said, we love you all, and we'll see you next time on the PM Podcast.